some breaking news we're picking up in a massive development. India and Pakistan have issued a joint statement. The statement reads, and I quote, "The Director Generals of Military Operations of India and Pakistan held discussions over the established mechanism of hotline contact. The two sides reviewed the situation along the line of control and all other sectors in a free, frank and cordial atmosphere. In the interest of achieving mutually beneficial and sustainable peace along the borders, the two DGs MO agreed to address each other's core issues and concerns which have propensity to disturb peace and lead to violence." These are the details of the joint statement that has been issued by both India and Pakistan, and I continue to quote, both sides agreed for strict observance of all agreements, understandings and ceasefiring along the line of control in all other sectors with effect from midnight 24-25 February. Both sides reiterated that existing mechanisms of hotline contact and border flag meetings will be utilized to resolve any unforeseen situation or misunderstanding. Shivani, my colleague, joining us live on the broadcast. India and Pakistan there, Shivani, reviewing the LOC situation, a joint statement that has been issued. What are the key takeaways?
Christine, this is a very important and a significant time when the joint statement has been released, because we know that tomorrow is the second anniversary of Balakot strike, and Pakistan has been, as we know that General Naravane yesterday when he was talking in a webinar in Delhi, he said that Pakistan continues to push terrorists from the launch pad, and today itself the FATF also has to consider whether Pakistan remains in the grey list or it will be pushed in the black list. So many factors, very significant, and right now, minutes back, the joint statement has been released by India and Pakistan saying that the DGMOs, Director Generals of Military Operations of both the countries have they had their discussions over hotline, and they reviewed the whole situation along the LOC, and also they said that more frequently they will hold such kind of communication to avoid any misunderstanding, and flag border meetings will also happen frequently. So India has diplomatically once again tried to pursue Pakistan to control and mend its ways, especially the way ceasefire violations has been seen in last 1 year, Christine. And very important here to mention is that after the abrogation of Article 370, the way the ceasefire violations have increased, more than 4,000 times the ceasefire violations have been witnessed. So this is India's effort to tell Pakistan diplomatically that mend your ways. We don't want any kind of ceasefire violations, and that is why the DGMOs have they held their discussions. They have reviewed the situations, and India has told Pakistan that we don't want any ceasefire violations, and all the treaties, all the agreements need to be followed very strictly. And that is why this was a step by the army to tell Pakistan to control the ceasefire violations, as we know that it has a number of terror launch pads along the border, and how everyday ceasefire violations are being done in Jammu and Kashmir. So here, this was a step by the Indian army, Indian diplomacy to talk to Pakistan to control, to tell it to control all these terror attempts which it has been doing. And also, the joint statement says that the misunderstanding should be avoided, so that that is why the more frequent communication will be taken now. So this hotline discussion was, in a way, India's attempt of its growing military might, and how the strong anti-infiltration grids that have been maintained by the army, that have been continuously pushing these terrorists along the LOC in their attempts. And also remember here, Christine, we have seen that how since November, many times the army has also given befitting replies where Pakistan had severe damages. Even Pakistan had lost its soldiers and bunkers, and a lot of damage has been taking place when the army has been retaliating. So this is another step to tell Pakistan that you have to mend your ways, and we will just not tolerate any kind of terrorist activities, any kind of ceasefire violations.
Absolutely. Shivani there, breaking down some of those details. Shivani, Though Pakistan, on a diplomatic level, trying to at least sound promising, the ground situation remains different, isn't it? I mean, Pakistan continues with its misadventures, come may what?
You are absolutely right, Christine. And yesterday itself, we have heard Chief of Army Staff General M.M. Naravane in a webinar that he has said that though inside the valley, Army has been neutralizing these terrorists, and it is also trying these terrorists to come into the mainstream by so many operations. But yes, along the borders, still there are launch pads, and still there are attempts by Pakistan, which has been helping these terrorists to push the terrorists inside the Indian boundaries. So we have to be quite vigilant, as we are. The Indian Army is quite vigilant. It is monitoring each and every movement along the LOC. And we've also heard the Chief of Air Staff previously that we are quite prepared for a two-front war also. So simultaneously, when India prepares for any kind of situation along the LAC and the LOC, it is also making sure that a dialogue, a communication should also be maintained with the countries, with the neighbors, because we've heard the Prime Minister also that he has said that we believe in peace and tranquility, but we will not tolerate any kind of terror attempts, be it from the Pakistan or any assertiveness from China. So this joint statement is very significant, Christine, as we are pointing out here, that today is the day when the FATF meeting, which was going on since 22nd of February, it has to come up with a result on to how Pakistan has to be treated, whether it has to be in the grey list or it moves to the blacklist, because we know since June 2018, Pakistan has remained in the grey list of FATF.
All
so
right.
it is quite important.